Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Inside the Den. Today we're going to take a look at Dawngate, and this is a free-to-play MOBA that's coming soon. It's currently in closed beta, but I really wanted to give you guys an inside look and a first look at this game. Right now it's getting really close to being a product that I think that they're going to release out to the masses. So they're giving away a lot of keys all over the place, like when they do Twitch live streams and stuff like that. So if after watching this is something you want to play, definitely go to their Twitter page, check things out on MMODen, and keep your eyes peeled because there's a lot of different keys being sent out for the game. But let's get started what's going on. So the first thing I want to show you is the game is starting out to show a lot of different lore that's going on. You guys can really dig in to all these things that are going on, the monuments, Galaglass, Testament, stuff like that. It's very limited out here right now. I expect to see a lot more of these things and a lot more tabs and the perks, of course. Let's look at the shapers. Now, instead of being called champions or, whatever, they're called shapers. And as you can see, there's not a lot of them right now, but I expect them to add a lot more. But you can see you've got, your typical carries, then you've got your bruisers, then you've got your mages, you've got your support, you've got your tanks, and you've got your assassins. And of course, each one fills a specific role. And then for now, you got forums and survey. So if we get out of here, we've also got our basic friends list that we can go and check out. And there's all my friends lists like Mars and Fazdar and Spazzy Orbit and all these different guys in here. And of course, you can add people and communicate and invite people to games, stuff like that. Now we can go to play, and currently you have the solo option where you can join as a solo individual person. You'll get matched against similarly skilled opponents, which is based upon your number of wins. As you can see, I have 3 of those. And then you've got a group option where you can put a group together of 5 people and join as a group, or you can do a custom. And a custom is when you pretty much expect to fill both sides 5v5, or you could just create the game on your own. As you can see, there's a few of those games right now that are available that I could jump into. We're going to jump into this one because it's got 9 of 10 people, and everybody here is pretty much a novice, and it's going to get us in nice and quick. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to have about a minute to discuss some things here, and I want to show you guys. So I'm going to choose Varian. He's a carry, and you can see here, you can see all the different skills. As you move around, you guys can highlight over these guys or click on them and see what these different characters will do. But one of the cool things you can do is when you select a character, that you can then select their preferred role: Gladiator, Tactician, Hunter, or Predator. I'm going to go Gladiator, choose Varian. And you can see there's a lot of voice acting for each of the different shapers. And as you can see here, if you choose these different ones, you can highlight over them and click them, and they'll all do different things. Basically, it helps you to accumulate Vim. And we'll talk about Vim in a minute once we get into the game. You can also choose your loadout. You can do power loadout, power armor haste loadout, defense penetration, brawler, adventurer, force bubble. So each of these are kind of dependent upon how you want to play your character. Now you notice I'm not choosing any spells or anything like that, but we'll get into all that once we get into the game in about 35 seconds or so. So it's kind of cool how you have this ability to choose a role, and depending upon which one you choose, you see right here, you kill lane minions, you gain stacking bonus for Vim. The bonus increases Vim. Now, just to describe Vim, Vim is essentially your gold. And you're going to have a lot of different ways to gather gold when you play the game. You see the bonus increases by 2 for every consecutive minion kill. Tactician, the Vim gain being near lane minions, 150%, blah, 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 blah. And so you can go through all these. I'm going to run out of time, so I don't want to be on the wrong one when I want to take and actually start. So I'm going to finalize my selection. Now, of course, you have this standard. Your skills are all going to go into Q, W, E, and R. But then one of the things that I like is the spells that you get go into 1, 2, and 3. And when you buy a potion or healing potion, it automatically goes into the 4 slot. So it kind of keeps everything in that same space as far as your fingers are concerned. Now, we're in the game. We're going to go ahead and launch now. Let's do this. Let's launch this baby. So let's get in here. Oh, and the program crashed on me. So let's go ahead and get out of there, and let's relaunch it. So let's see if we can relaunch while the other one is still crashing. Yep, so it's still crashing. So we're gonna go ahead and jump in, and it should, when we jump back in, it should go ahead and have us right back where we started in the match. So it's kind of cool that it'll be right there in the match, and we'll go ahead and we'll deal with that situation once we get in there. Let's enter our password and get in here, and it should ask me to rejoin. Yeah, so there we go. It's asking me to rejoin. Let's rejoin that. And there we go. So we're rejoining the match now. Alright, so here we go. We're back in the match now. It did take, and it did actually crash again on me, but that's alright. We'll get through this. So, we're going to go ahead and we're going to buy our first power item. Now, the thing that I want to show you with the items is, as you see, it's not your standard items. You basically choose from one of these structures, and then you slowly actually move through the progression stages to advanced and legendary. So we're going to buy that. We're going to buy a few potions as well, and looks like we're going to be top laning. So we're going to go up here and help this guy with the top lane. And let's get in there. Let's assign our skill, and let's pick our first spell. So you can see right here, we actually pick our spells once we get into the game, and then once you reach level 10 and level 20, you get additionals. There, down at the bottom, you can also see my actual potions that I was talking about there. So here we go. Let's get in here. We're roaming around here. And we'll go ahead and... Now, of course, because we are kind of your AD carry type, we're actually going to... we're going to take and try and get these last CSs in. And there we go. Now, one of the things I want to point out, there we go, we got our jungle, is we've got these nodes here. And these nodes, each team starts out with 2. You can see the map down on the bottom right. These nodes essentially are set up to actually help accumulate gold for your characters. So I need to be careful. I leveled up. These guys are working us right now. Let's get back. He's trying to hit me with that. So you want to take and you want to protect those, but you can also take and you can actually capture the enemy's version of that little node. So you can capture and actually have all 4 of those points. And if you have all 4 of those points, you can take and you can actually accumulate a lot more Vim than the other characters. So one of the biggest, differentiator here is you're going to see is essentially you're talking about a situation where you've got different, your skills are, you pretty much got the standard as far as your MOBAs are concerned, but you can see that you've got some differentiation with the way that skills are assigned, with the way different things are assigned. Now I'm kind of in a crappy position because we've got this, we've got these guys really set up to kind of hold us off. So we'll go ahead and we got to keep poking at him a bit here. So let's go ahead now. He's going to get caught there. So yeah, see, our guy got smoked right. Oh, but maybe not. Maybe a tower got somebody. Not quite sure. But we did go into a novice. But the point that I was trying to make there, if I can try not to get caught by this, is that you pretty much want to play this just like any other MOBA title, where you're going to be doing the usual, trying to accumulate and trying to accumulate gold as an AD carry, stuff like that.
You have slain an enemy. You have been slain. Your binding is under attack.
There we go. Got my first kill. Let's see if I can get out of here. Nope, I could not. So, but it was worth it. It was worth the kill. So now we can take and we can go in here and we can look at our items. So here's the item that I bought. Now I can actually take and I can actually get the next progression of that item, and you'll see then that'll go on to there. So I'm definitely going to do that because it increases my defense penetration by 15. So we're going to go ahead and do that, kind of bump up. But one of the biggest things you'll notice is there's no boots. There are some items that you can take and eventually get and actually increase your movement speed, but there's no boots in the beginning. There's no boots really in the game at all. You're going to be looking at taking and utilizing, everybody kind of moves at the same pace, so to say. So we want to get down here. Hurry up. Hurry up. We got kills to get here. Now you also, each player actually starts with a ward. So you can see I put my ward right there. So we're going to go ahead and utilize that. And obviously by upping my power right out of the gate, that allows me to get a lot more CS right in the beginning and be able to do a lot more damage to not only these guys but also to their minions. So we can take and hopefully get in deeper and do a lot more damage a lot sooner. Ah, he turned away from me. So we want to take and get out of there. Do a little bit of damage. Let's get out of there. Some take that guy out. Let's take this little guy out.
An ally has been slain.
Go. And of course, you know, just like anything else, you want to take and try not to feed your enemies. But as usual, that's easier said than done.
Enemy killing spree.
And we're gonna go ahead and keep working these guys. Try and get some little pot shots in on this guy here. To increase our skill. So, I mean, essentially, it's just like anything, but instead of having 3 lanes, you've only got 2. And instead of having the top and bottom lane essentially kind of have this situation where you can take and you can control the lane and not have guys come in from either side, you do have openings to the top and to the bottom, so you do have to be wary of that, which can get very, very interesting. No, you're not going to get me. I'm out of here. Really? That was ridiculous. That range was ridiculous. But let's see, what do we got as far as to buy another item here? So we're going to go ahead, and this time we're actually going to go with hunger, which will give us a little bit of actual. What do we get there? I thought we got some life leech. Yes. So heals a flat amount per damage dealt. So you really want to take and, you know, figure out, as you figure out your builds, you want to take and realize exactly how you want to build your character, and then it also matters by, of course, who you're going up against. So you want to pay attention to who you're up against and what's going to matter. You know, you may go be up against a lot more defensive units, so you may need to actually be very wary of the fact that you're going up against a lot of highly defensive units, and you need more armor penetration, or you're going to want more mastery. Mastery is essentially your character's crit. So you want to take and be very, very aware of what your needs are when you're building your items.
Under attack.
So we can take and kind of go in on this a bit. So it looks like we're getting our bells rung to move back a bit. Now you do, instead of having, you know, the Baron and the Dragon, you do have, obviously you do have jungle, just like you do in a lot of other games. But then you also have kind of this central area, which is right down here. And there's monsters that will show up in that central area as well. So by taking and having those monsters in that central area, let's see if we can get down here and get a kill. Ah, he's gonna get away. Damn it. His buddy came and smoked me. What happened to my friends? I had him too. But either way, as you saw, like, I was able to get through there, and you do have that central area where there will be a parasite that will show up. That's what they call them. And as each parasite is destroyed, each subsequent one gets more and more powerful. So you want to take and keep your eye on those parasites so you can take them out, or make sure you don't allow your enemy to take them out, because there is a gold option that they will get if they take it out. Or you can also you'll also find that you'll see that there's also a buff later on. So let's get down here. Yeah, let's get down here and start see if we can help with this.
You have been slain. Enemy double kill. Enemy killing spree.
Stupid wolf. Man, I'm playing like garbage right now. That guy got double kill. See, that guy dove in there and baited me to attack him, and it was completely worthless. This character is actually pretty powerful. He throws out that wolf, which does a lot of damage. So, and it's funny because it's supposed to be a this is supposed to be a novice game, but that guy's definitely not a novice. So let's see if we can get in here and get lucky on him.
under
Uh-oh.
attack.
So, as it says that the enemy has captured our spirit well, basically what that means is that because they've captured our spirit well, they will actually now start gathering additional Vim for having our spirit well under their control. Uh-oh, so we lost one of our... Binding is our tower. So if you hear the binding part, that is actually our tower. So our binding has been destroyed. That means one of our towers has been destroyed. But they are actually attacking now on our other spirit well. So we are about to lose all of the spirit wells. Now as spirit wells are lost... See, they've captured our spirit well. Now, as spirit wells are lost, we can take and recapture them, but right out of the gate, they're actually locked for a time period. So we're not going to be able to recapture them right away. So we want to pay attention. If we want to recapture those spirit wells, we need to know exactly when that's going to come back and be available for us. Otherwise, we are going to basically sacrifice that spirit well for a while. So you can see on the mini map, you can actually see there's a little lock showing when our spirit wells are locked. So we're gonna have to wait until those little locks disappear, or we're gonna have to go after their spirit well. Or as you can see at the top, they get 45 extra Vim to our nothing. So we get nada while they're getting a whole bunch of extra Vim. So not good it does not look good as far as our situation is concerned. We've got guys running around all over the place, lots of guys jungling, when basically you really only want to have one guy jungling at a time. And we've got like 4 guys in the jungle now.
An enemy is relentless. Your binding is under attack. An enemy has been shut down. An ally has been slain.
Of course, there we go. I got hit by the wolves again, which do an absolute crap ton of damage.
Your binding is under attack.
Yeah, that guy is destroying us right now with that character. So we need to get out of there.
Your binding.
We're losing allies left and right. So we're not in a very good position. I'm doing okay, but definitely not as good as I could be doing. Unfortunately, we're probably going to lose this game, but that's all part of learning the game, and at least I'm having fun. And that's really one thing that mainly matters.
An ally has been slain. Your binding is under attack.
And of course, these guys are doing ridiculous damage. Of course, you've got the opportunity to hit B and head right back to your town or to the home base and be able to buy whether it be gear or whatever. So I'm still alive. So here we go. Let's get back over to our power node. We went ahead and there's our power node. We don't quite have enough for destruction. Let's see what we've got here. We've got hunger. We're gonna go ahead and take some power and life drain. So let's go ahead and get that, and we'll start cruising back down here. Our guys are all headed in the same direction, so we're gonna make a move at it. But the really cool thing is your base is this gigantic Titan right here. You can see he's got 3 health bars above him. He does an absolute crap ton of damage. And once you get rid of that top health line, at that point in time, he can't regenerate that top health line. So he will take and he will be able to regenerate the other health lines. And you will also be able to take, and you'll also see at any given time, you'll also see that you can take and you can also have your bindings or your towers respawn if your game goes beyond a certain amount of time. So you'll take and you'll see that that I'm getting smoked again because they're coming at me and me alone. These guys don't really look like novices to me. They're working together a little bit too good, and they're beating the crap out of everybody. I think all the novices ended up on my team, seeing that we are just getting toasted constantly. Not to say that I'm very good at MOBAs anyways, but as you can see, it is what it is. They're probably going to beat us up here pretty badly, pretty quick. So we've only got 550. We lost all of our spirit wells. They're already essentially moving their way into our base. let's go take a look. So you can obviously hit tab, and you can see these guys. Look at, we've got hardly any kills at all. I've got 1, 5 deaths. These guys are, look at 8, 5, 5, 2. They are just destroying us right now. So just do what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to do a little pick and choosing on our damaging here. See if we can't do some nice damage to some of these guys. Oh, they paused him, and I got shut down. Did I get that kill? I sure did. So that was at least a little bit of gold. That should help me out. But you can see each of these, when you highlight over them, each of them has their own specific usage. So you want to take and pay attention to which one of these does what, and which one is going to be the direction that you want to head. And then obviously heading up to the legendary level. See, for me, I want to really push power. So I would love to get this right here, and it gives that increased defense penetration of 25. But it's very, very expensive. So I'm going to need to get myself a few more kills to be able to get there. But these guys are already finding themselves in our base. They're gathering a ton of Vim. They are stocking up big time right now. So we are in pretty deep trouble right now. Unless we can get everybody together, and everybody seems like they're heading in the opposite direction of each other, doing all kinds of crazy things on their own. One of the reasons that it's always really good to have some sort of team speak or whatever when it comes to playing MOBAs. It helps immensely when you have those types of things available to you. So we're going to actually try and farm a little bit, see if we can get some gold or some Vim up here. Get these guys. You can see I'm getting my little bonus because I've got my stack that I got from my passive, that gladiator passive that I got in the beginning. You can see, there we go. We captured with spirit. Well, we got one back, but we've got to get back here and get on helping out with this guy who's coming in. This guy, Handsome NA. I'm gonna try and come in behind him. This is probably going to be futile.
Your binding is under attack. An enemy is dominating. Your team has been annihilated. Your binding has been destroyed. Enemy killing spree.
And of course, I'm dead. My Titan can't even help me. Look at these guys. They are just working way too good together. So that's one of the difficulties right now, is that
An ally has been slain.
So it's one of the hardest things about these early on games, is that right now a lot of people that are playing the game are really MOBA fans. So they're going to take and they're going to be a little more skilled, or a little more likely to have a lot of skill when it comes to MOBA games. So they're not going to take, and it's not going to be filled with novices. So you're not going to really find a lot of learning curve. So you're going to pretty much be on your own. There we go. At least I got that last kill right at the end. Right there it is. That's the killing blow there as he goes down, and we pretty much are defeated. So what are you going to do? You can't win them all, especially when you're still trying to learn the game and you're going up against guys who obviously play a lot of MOBAs. But that is neither here nor there. It's still a really fun game when you guys get into it, and it's even more fun when you start playing games with your friends and stuff like that. So either way, guys, I hope that you enjoyed today's trip inside a den. Once again, don't forget to subscribe and keep yourself updated as each new episode is released. Also, please comment and like these videos, as I really appreciate that feedback. If you'd like to play or learn more about Dawngate, you can read the full game profile at MMODen.com, or just click the link in the description. Till next time, thanks for watching.